What's up, you guys? This is your boy Beastamon, and I'm in hell right now. Bet you didn't expect it to be so, filled with aqua water, huh? Yeah, I'm on Manaan, my least favorite planet, and if I was Revenant Malik, I would destroy this place so badly that everybody else in the ecosystem would suffer. So yeah, we're gonna talk to Bastila because why the hell not? She's the only one that gives us something satisfying.
How can I help?
You're curious about something.
Am I so transparent? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised considering our bond. Yes, there is something I'd
Yes?
like to ask
This is
if you're
starting to make me feel
permitted.
better. Uh, do I have a choice?
Don't even start with that. You're the one who, in our time together, I've been watching you. You are a true servant of the light. You follow the tenets of the Jedi Order despite the lure of the dark side. And for me, it has always been a constant battle. Don't you find it difficult at all? You make it seem...
Not really. I mean, it's common sense when you weigh the good and the bad, what wins.
And that's enough for you. If only it were as easy for me. If only the right path was always clear. I've always struggled for control over my passions.
It's because you question
I've
yourself
always
and
been
listen to
too
those
constrained,
stupid members of the
too quick to
council. I
get
hate Rook
involved.
so much, I'd like to
My instructors
slap his
constantly
head.
berated me for it. I've often dreamed that I might be able to confront Darth Malik myself. I dream
I wish Malik would kill
this
Rook.
power I have to kill him and stop all the death and destruction. I just think about all the evil that the Sith have caused, and I get so furious.
Oh, I get
We're
furious
told
too.
that these
But
feelings
then
are
I
the
care,
path to
then
the
I
dark
just remember,
side.
you know, the lower sis, I can just F them up without even touching them. Anyways, is there a point to this? Nah, watch. I'm gonna say this to her. You have to trust in the wisdom of the Jedi Code,
Yes, of
because she
course.
tried to lecture me earlier about that
I
crap.
have to remember my training. The Masters know well the corrupting influence
Although
of
I
the
did
dark
want to choose
side.
another choice.
Although it is hard for me to imagine. The very thought that I could become as evil as Malik, I
Well,
just
that's
can't
not
fathom it. It
evil.
just doesn't seem possible.
Sometimes you do
And
things you don't want to do just to save people.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I
I
have a feeling
shouldn't even be
somebody's done that
asking you this.
more
The
than once
Jedi
in
teachings
this,
are clear.
you
But
know,
who am I to question them? And even
Star Wars
worse, who am I to
universe.
try and make you question them?
Wait, what?
These are dangerous thoughts. The indulgence of a vain mind. Please, forget I ever mentioned this. Let's just return to our mission.
Oh, Bastila, if you were as goofy as I was, you wouldn't be so worried about whether you're making the right choice or not. Cars, my man, what's up?
Yes, what?
Why do you want revenge so bad? So yeah, this episode I'm definitely delaying going on the surface of Manaan because I hate it so much. So I'm going to talk to everybody. So this is going to be a talk session, you know. Um, yeah.
I already told you, he betrayed us all.
There's more to it than that. I'm not a fool.
Well, there is more to it. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it.
I asked, didn't I?
It's just that I don't talk about it very much, okay? I told you about my homeworld, Telos. 4 years ago, Saul led the Sith fleet there and demanded its surrender. The planet refused, and Saul proceeded to devastate its entire surface. Millions
Okay.
died. I had a wife and a son on Telos. I thought they would be safe there, but my task force arrived too late to be of much help. We didn't have enough medical
So yeah, at
supplies.
this point, if
Colony
you are a
was
female, if you are
burning
playing
and
a
the dying were
female,
everywhere.
what Carl
I
says here is
remember
very important. You need to talk to
holding
Carl
my
as
wife and
much
screaming
as
for
you
demands
can
that
before
they
you
didn't
leave
come in
out the
time.
surface of Manaan. And if you said the conversation I told you not to say earlier, you effed up. There is no way. You better have an earlier saber. Start the whole game over. When Carl asked, can you be friends or whatever, when he got that hissy fit. At this point, if you don't correct yourself, you fucked the hell up, and I'm sorry. You're gonna have to play the game again or go back to an earlier save. Because I've warned you not to do that. Not trying to lecture, I'm just saying if you really want to have a good relationship with Karth, this is the time on Manaan.
Of course not. How could you? I had nothing left after that, really. I devoted myself to the fleet. Hunting Saul was my only purpose. I miss them. And I know killing Saul won't bring them back. And it won't make me happy again, but I have
understand.
to do it. I don't expect you to understand, but I
Too
have
late,
to
I said
pay
I
him
did.
back for what he's done. I have to. It's all I have left.
So what was she like?
She had courage, and she was stubborn. Could never talk her out of anything once she put her mind to it. and she hated it when I signed back onto the fleet at the start of the war. I had planned on leaving soon to join her.
So, what happened to your son? I kind of want to ask this question because we're not going to get to find out what happens to his son, just to let you know, because that quest, yes, there's a quest in this game where you help Karth find his son. That's actually how you find out. That's actually what you find out on Manaan. And later on, you'll figure out what, like if you're a female, how you can rectify Karth's relationships and, anything like that, like Karth's storyline. All that has to do with this planet and the last planet. So yeah, as far as like I said, I played as a guy. As far as like anything with Bastila is concerned, your storyline actually will not happen for quite a while, and it will happen whether you're male or female. But it's more important if you are male. But the same thing will happen if you're female. You just won't get as much out of it. But you pretty much have done, like if you're male, you pretty much have done the bulk of Bastila's quest, and all this wraps up at the end of the game. I will say, as far as cards, it's more rewarding actually if you play Dark Side. Um, Actually, either way, it's sort of rewarding if you play Dark Side. But as far as Bastila, you might want to play light as a light side male because you actually do get more out of it. If you do that, it makes it more dramatic at the end of the game. Sorry if I did spoil that, in case you didn't know which side to pick, but I'm not saying anything else that happens beyond that. So,
His name was Dustle, and I don't know what happened to him. The colony was a complete ruin, and we never found any trace of him. I made inquiries and followed the reports from Telos for years, but I stopped. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. Let's continue with what we were doing.
okay, and the dudum, like when you hear the dudum, that means for now the quest is over. It's like you can't really find out anything else unless something major happens. Either that or the quest is over. So yeah, it's not in the quests that still have anything done. It's in the completed. Oops, it's in the completed quest. So for right now, you are done with Karth. And actually, that same thing will happen earlier on if you decide to be rude to Karth and then you change your mind as a female. Yeah, no matter what you do, it will stay under completed quest if you effed up like that. And oh my god, for Juhani. I'm just gonna make a new save. Just gonna make a new save. I totally forgot about Juhani. I'm not even gonna lie. I have nothing against Juhani, but
Yes. What is it?
something wrong. What is
I
it?
never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew
Oh,
up as
this
a child.
conversation.
I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
What?
I have been wrestling with my feelings inside, trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the
This isn't
destruction
healthy,
of my home.
Juhani, but I'll allow you to do
Someone
it.
who is responsible for
After
the
all, she
death
is learning
of
how to
everyone
cope
I
with
have
herself.
ever known,
She's not
except
doing it right
me.
now, but I'll allow this. What are you saying?
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastila.
Then you should blame the Sith for trying to
Taris,
destroy it, not
my
me and
homeworld.
Bastila. We didn't ask for this. I thought you hated your homeworld.
It was my home. If it were not for you and Bastila, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world.
Don't you get all
It was your fault
attitudinal
for
with
being
me?
there and your fault for rescuing Bastila.
Oh my
Without
god, what
your
the fuck attitude is
intervention,
this?
The Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood.
You don't know that. The Sith would have destroyed anything they wanted to. They just felt like they could destroy Terrace because Bastila was on there. Hell, they probably would destroy Manaan if they had a big enough reason to. But you'll find out later on, in later episodes, if not this one, why they can't.
Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything.
Blame your slave
I
master.
hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this.
So to be honest with you, not Bastila, Juhani and Zalbar have a lot in common.
Your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
They both were treated like crap. Juhani by various people on Terrace, and Zalbar, like his whole community excommunicated him just because he used his claws. I'm sorry, Juhani.
I know. I suppose I realized that. But it is so hard to lose your...
Yeah, you're probably right. I probably will never know how that feels. Everybody seems like they've gone through something, and it's like my character's gone through nothing. Huh. Whatever. I'm just here to be the glue that you need. As long as you're with me, you'll be alright. Everything will be alright.
Yes, yes, I am sorry.
I mean, Mission found out her brother's a piece of shit, and yeah, also her brother lied to her, and she was pretty much just a girl on terrace. She is an orphan, by the way. Candace has had to deal with this whole war, this whole Jedi war. It's toughened him up, but yet it's made him softer, um, in more ways than one. HK here can't remember he doesn't really have any memories. T3 and 4 is unimportant. Jolie has lived on Kashyyyk. Like, he's pretty much abandoned the Jedi, and he claims he's not a Jedi. And yeah, he pretty much lived on Kashyyyk for I don't know how many years. Bastila has had to live with being a prodigy so much. I mean, she has a horrible relationship with her parents, and she's just expected to do so much for the Jedi Council, and she finds it hard. Karth has had to deal with his wife, and not knowing where his son is, and this whole Saul Kara thing. And then there's my character who's like, "Oh, everybody, I'm here to console all of you." Yep. Oh well, at least nothing bad happened to me yet. So, yep, let's talk to the big man on campus, Candace.
Yeah, what do you want?
Maybe a story?
We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us.
You couldn't have won against the whole galaxy.
But it was close. So close.
I can only
It looked
imagine.
like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
But you eventually lost.
Yeah, we lost. But there is no shame in it. We lost to the greatest single warrior the Republic has ever known. It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed.
Damn, this Revan's some kind of person. I would love to meet him one day. Or her, I don't know who Revan is.
Himself was taken
Hopefully it's a
aback
girl.
by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtlety.
But it's a guy, according to what he says,
He
his.
fought us to a standstill, and then began
Nobody
pushing back.
nobody really knows who
We
Revan
really
is
didn't
because
have
of
a chance.
Didn't Revan wear a mask? I don't know. Anyways, the Republic will always prevail. That's what Bastila would say.
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing
Yeah,
in
you
the
know what they say though.
galaxy
Shoulda,
would
coulda,
stop
woulda,
us.
didn't.
But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you...
Know anything about this world?
Water worlds never had much of an appeal for us to
I
conquer.
really don't like the water
They
either.
may put up a good fight on their own environment.
Especially when I'm
No
walking
match
while
for
black.
us.
Yeah.
But they don't really have anything of value either. The thing this world is good for is a substance known as KOTOR. KOTOR is the single most
yes,
healing
KOTOR.
substance in the galaxy. But the Mandalore are not as weak and fragile as your Republic and Sith warriors.
But yet
When
you
we
lost to
enter a
Revan, so
battle,
shut up.
we carry weapons powerful
No,
enough to
stop.
pulverize cities. Both in our wars and in our own personal combats, there are no survivors. So KOTOR does not hold the appeal it does for your peoples. Do you have anything else you want?
So he talked about KOTOR, which is
Your
good because
choice.
we're going to talk to Jolie, who's a master of healing. Not in the way you're thinking. Stop it. But yeah, Jolie.
Got something on your...
Some of the best conversations do come from three people. They come from Candace, They come from Jolie and they come from HK47. Anyone else, I mean, you're in for a world of boring. But anyways, have you seen the Giskas we have on board?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Ramble. Now, what are you saying?
I'm saying that you're too senile to see what's in front of you right there. You see this? Hi, little Giska. Jolie, you don't see this? And you get mad when people call you senile.
Got something on you.
Okay. Know anything about this place?
Manaan's an unusual place. Not for its water, mind you. It's the KOTOR, healing juice. Only place where it occurs in the galaxy.
Which is why
That's
nobody
about
wants to
all
wipe
I
this
got
place
to say
out.
about that. Now,
That's pretty
let's
much
get
why.
going.
Yeah, why did you come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship. I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful. Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
I'm not in charge of that. T3 and 4 is because he's not good for anything else. No, but seriously, I'm not in charge of that. I don't know who is, but I'm not in charge. If you don't want to answer the question, just say so.
How impatient can one person be? You must have driven your mother
The
mad.
best thing you can do,
Oh,
Jolie, is
that baby
annoy
was
him in
fussing.
most conversations.
Babies
There are some where
cute,
you don't want to
but
annoy him.
annoying. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
You know what's funny? Now that you're old, you kind of don't have a pot to piss in, because you know what they say about old people and breath. Did you annoy this person endlessly too?
Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? They're like impatient little children with blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
And you traveled with this man?
I did. Just because someone has the force swirling about them doesn't always mean they have a great destiny. But it doesn't hurt to check it out. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Ah, he was complacent. You're making all this up.
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I
At
hadn't
times.
noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're
And
talking
why
about
not?
Andor,
At some
remember?
point, Jolie's going to swallow his
Oh, yes,
words for
Andor's
saying that.
downfall.
If you were
I
overconfident,
was pretty young
he wouldn't
myself,
comment. There's a
remember?
point in the game where he does
At the
comment.
time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
As boring as this story? No, I'm not going to say it. How young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a
That's
well.
funny, dude. Really.
I
How
was
young
just
were
about
you?
to abandon Andor
60?
to whatever the
Oh,
Force
wait.
intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the
You
time,
sound
they
Dimian,
were
and
a
I'm listening to
nasty
you.
lot led by a
Dim
nasty
as hell.
overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
How did you know?
Swirling force, remember? Jedi here.
But you said you weren't a
Granted,
Jedi
I was
anymore.
just interpreting
You're a
the symbols,
liar.
but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who
So he
I
doesn't
am?
like being a celebrity. We can
Krat
scratch that out.
decides
Celebrities
he's
love
had
answering
enough and
questions.
begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed too, or this could have just been gurgling noises. No, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor
That
gets
sounds
sucked
painful.
in and starts bouncing around, screaming.
That's not funny, old man.
Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
Now that's funny. Of course the alarm sounded. Whenever stupid people do stupid stuff and they fall down in stupid places, even the ship doesn't have enough tolerance for it.
Everyone panics and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
I hate you, old man.
Well, now that's the ingratitude of it. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me...
I love Jolie, man. I love Jolie. I don't know if he has any other stories, but
Got some... Oh,
I love Jolie. But yeah. Once he gains more experience, yeah. In case you don't remember, I mentioned this probably about 15 or 20 episodes ago, maybe longer. So yeah, in order for you to get more story time, you need to level up your party. Of course, the way I'm playing this game, I have a habit of not doing that. Let's see. I talked to Candace. Oh yeah, at this point in the game, you don't really need to talk to Mission. She's an early game member, which means you will not need to talk to her. And Zalbar, you won't really need to talk to him. And I really don't feel like going on the surface of Manaan, so... Oh my god, no. Please tell me any of you have something to say.
How can I?
Oh,
Then I
no.
suggest we move on.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we have to go off the ship. Okay, so and I know Team 3 and 4, you're not going to say anything. You're just going to be really loud with your deets and deets and... Oh, she does have something to say. Yes, yes, yes. Is something wrong?
Remembering Taris.
I'm sorry, Juhani.
No, it's all right. I think I am over the worst of it. I apologize again for lashing out at you. It was not your fault. It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the...
Yeah, so she was treated like trash on Terrace. Now remember,
Living
Terrace,
for years in a place with no sun,
the wealthy
enough
people on
that
top,
trash dropped from the
the
upper
poor people
levels,
on the bottom,
and a
and
meager pay
whatever
for
else, you know, in
every
between,
labor.
the middle, you know. Well, actually, the poor people was in the middle, and the outcasts were on the bottom. That's horrible.
There was always the danger of Rakuls coming up from the sewers.
Now with those
Knowing their
turrets,
vectors,
I showed you what
living
happens if
in
you
the
F
area.
around and get
My
mean to
family and I
that
struggled each and
Sith
every day to
security
make
guard. You
something
get
of our
laid the
lives.
F out.
But we could only go so far.
So no
Taxes
Rakuls would have
from
snuck
the
up.
corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford.
Was it that bad?
With no money to spare for any amenities, even the Enclave on Dantooine seems a paradise in comparison. And of course, there was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived and laugh at
Okay,
the
that is
movies
fucked up on
our
too many
successes.
levels.
But I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human.
Decent humans are hard to
I
find.
have noticed that. But the Jedi Order seems to have collected a fair number. The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order. The one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians. She was human. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point.
Well, at least your conversation's better than some people's
Sometimes
conversations.
I curse the day my parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today.
Yeah, you could have been worse off. You could have been dead. Your parents?
Another story for another time. For now, we must continue our own epic to save the galaxy.
Please tell me you have more conversation. I know she doesn't.
How may I... What is it you would...
Nothing for
Of
now.
course.
Let's go back to Candace. He's my last hope. Oh my god, that line sounded so cliche. It's just not the right person's name under it.
Yeah, what do
Oh. I'm gonna regret this internally. No, eternally, but
your choice?
I'm gonna skip this conversation because if we talk to Candace too much, we're just gonna get bored because he won't have anything else good to say to us or interesting. So against every fiber of my being, I know if I have to finish this game, I'm gonna have to keep going. Let's go to Stankin' Manaan. God, I feel like I want to regurgitate. Um, take Jolie with you because at a certain point in Manaan, you are going to need him no matter what. Oh God, I feel like I want to puke, but oh God. And by the way, I hate this Hellcat more because I don't eat fish. I really don't. Another reason I don't like this planet, I don't eat fish. Which is ironic because some people consider shellfish to be fish. I will eat, you know, like shrimp and clam and stuff, but I just don't like fish in general. I had a horrible reaction to it when I was like 8 or 9 and have not eaten any ever since. Of course that sounds hypocritical because I'm pretty sure I've taken vitamins with fish in them, but they're like at such a small, you know, capacity that it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, you have to open these doors. And oh, something happens. I forget. Somebody's here, I think. I think. Oh yeah, this. With every fiber of my freaking being, I'm gonna save again. So now we're on stupid Manaan, which is like half. I don't know. It's a fish world, but part of it's, you know, technologically based. Oh my God! I want to punch somebody across the face, and there's no one around.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the Galactic Senators deign to give you. It makes me.
And you're doing the same thing with Malik and Revan, so shut up.
The whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
Oh,
I'm warning you.
please.
Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you.
Yeah, that's the thing about Hellcat. They have cameras everywhere. They like to maintain planet neutrality, so if a Jedi or a Sith do something stupid, they will just shut your ass off. You won't get any KOTOR, and you'll be banned from the planet. And it is possible to get banned from this planet forever. Of course, if you want to do one quest, you want to do it before you finish the planet, and I'll get on that quest probably in the next 2 or 3 episodes. But for now, I'm also at the end of this Let's Play. Well, not Let's Play, no. At the end of the episode, this episode of the Let's Play. So, you know.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
Oh, it's okay. He made me, he pissed me off too.
No, really. I should apologize. I should try to control myself.
Well, unless you can force wield, you don't have to
anything I
worry
can
about
help you with?
controlling yourself. Just don't go ballistic or, you know.
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us.
Just let them
breaking
push you,
the
because
law
sooner or later
someday.
they're gonna go too far, and then they'll have to answer the Cellcat. That's all I got to say. But you exist peacefully?
Peacefully? Not hardly. Just look in their eyes. You can see they'd like nothing more than to kill each and every one.
Oh
of us.
my God, I feel so retarded. Okay, there's this point in this planet where you get to take advantage of a Sith, whether you're dark side or light side. Oh my God, you need force persuade, and you need to have some good persuasion. I mean above 8, and I only have like 5 or 4. If you can do it perfectly, you can do something very hilarious. And the first time I ever did it, I laughed so hard I cried. It is the best feeling to know you can do that. But if it doesn't work, you will pay the price. But yeah. They mean well, but they're misguided.
You're joking, right?
Of course I'm
There's
joking.
nothing we can do though. The cell.
Yeah, so
we just have to
neutrality.
sit here.
Yep, we already know what KOTOR is. Why are the Sith on
For
Manaan?
the KOTOR, of course.
Yep, like I said, that's why the Sith will not mess up this planet, because this is the only planet that produces KOTOR in this game. So yeah. Why haven't they joined the Republic? Really?
The Cellcat think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling KOTOR to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of KOTOR on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably
This
planning
planet is
something.
very ironic.
Is there anything else
If you
require?
listen to what he says very carefully, because on this planet, the Jedi end up doing more harm than the Sith, which is very ironic. And Jolie, God, I don't want to spoil it yet. Jolie will indirectly have something to do with this. Have you seen an ancient star map?
Star map? Like an ancient artifact or something?
That's what I said,
No,
mofo.
I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do?
Nope. Never mind, let's go.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat. Oh, if you
Yeah.
don't know where that is, go north.
Okay, we're gonna
Pleasant
forget the
stay.
directions. Thank you anyway. Okay, so yes, this Roland Wan person, he's the one that, okay, every planet has like a giant major quest. And yeah, in order for that to work, you're gonna have to see him. So this is wait. Okay, that's the Republic hangar, the one we came from. There's also a neutral hangar and there's a Sith hangar. This icon right here, the yellow, well, the orangish, whatever, that's the Republic icon, I believe. Okay, so this lady right here, is it this lady? No, it's not this one. It's the next Sith person. Let me see your inventory. So pretty much that's how this planet works, and let's get some med packs, because we are going to... Oh, we only have one? You're not worth anything. You are not worth anything, and I'm poor as heck. I've stayed poor since the last planet, spending all that on that belt. So yeah, that's not the person I was looking for. I was looking for this lady. This lady, Nubasa. She's looking for an exotic species. If you're lucky enough with persuasion, you can give it to her. Okay. You don't need any credits to take them. Oh wait. Oh no. Okay, I'll give you 100 credits. I mean, deal. I want them off as soon as possible. Okay. I thought she was giving me credits. I'm like, you don't need to give me credits. Oh my god. Okay, I leveled up. Yes. Please. Oh, skills. Okay. Oh, I can only boost it up to 6. Oh my god, this is so not gonna work that good. Okay. So I'm boosting it up to 6. Those are my other stats suck. And I'm doing this only for the sole purpose of trying to... I don't know, this is pathetic because I'm not going to be able to do it. Stasis field, hello. Next level up I'll probably get these two. I think I get it... My next level is 15, right? Oh no, I'm at 15. 16, I mean. Yeah, I think every even number level you get to choose 2 as a consular. So yeah, this is the neutral one, and then down there's the Sith one. So yeah, yeah, you have to open these doors, but the Sith one's down here. I think. Yeah, this is the Sith one. I'm also gonna be doing some racing because on every second planet there's racing. So Terrace there's racing, Skip Dantooine, then Tatooine there's racing, Skip Kashyyyk, and then Manaan there's racing. So yeah, that was the Sith. Okay, that was the Sith one. So yeah, this is all I'm pretty much gonna do. I'm gonna just stay out here. So we got rid of the Giska that's on the ship. That's wonderful. God, I hate this place so much. The best part of Manaan is the part where you leave. Let me tell you. So yeah, I'm gonna save the game, and let me say these words from the least enthusiastic point I can. This is your boy Beastamon. Next episode, we're gonna look around Manaan. I'm probably gonna not be able to do that persuasion trick I showed you, and we're gonna suck because we're on a stupid planet with Cellcat that can't see eye to eye with any faction without thinking they can stay neutral. Later.